A flurry of ideas has emerged in response to the Duchess of Sussex's pregnancies, with some speculating that her children, Archie and Lilibet, were born via surrogate moms. There are a lot of reasons to be suspicious, therefore we need to look into this more. One major factor that adds gasoline to the fire is the Duchess of Sussex's age, which is something that people from wealthy backgrounds often think about. The Duchess of Sussex reportedly bypassed the royal doctors and hospitals in favor of having her eggs preserved for Archie before she was married. The public was taken aback by her choice to use the surrogacy services of the top hospital in the UK. Intriguingly, the Duchess of Sussex was also said to have employed a false baby bulge, which goes along with the current trend of women showing off an idealized belly before quickly losing the weight after giving birth and being dubbed Superwoman in the media. The Duke of Sussex finalized Archie's birth certificate 11 days after his son was born, and it showed that he was delivered at the Portland Hospital, a famous private maternity facility in London. This added fuel to the fire of scandal. A representative from the hospital declined to disclose the connection with the Sussexes in the face of the ensuing media commotion, citing confidentiality restrictions. In a Netflix documentary that came out years after Archie was born, the Duchess of Sussex discussed the circumstances surrounding his birth and why she chose not to give birth at St. Mary's Hospital, the usual location for royal births. She stressed the importance of her long-term connection with her doctor at the Portland Hospital, highlighting the faith she had in their care during her pregnancy. One source of controversy was the apparent difference in practice between the United States and the United Kingdom, specifically the fact that the Duchess chose a private doctor who was affiliated with a particular hospital, which is more typical of American procedure than British policy. A parenting coach from the United Kingdom brought this difference to light even further when she spoke about how private doctors can choose which hospitals to attend births. In addition, the story became more convoluted since the Duchess was anxious about giving birth, especially because she was 37 years old and had a high-risk pregnancy connected to her age. She experienced numerous problems during this period, and her disclosure of concerns about possible complications, including the need for a C-section, highlighted this. Some doubted the Duchess's decision to give birth at the Portland Hospital since, as pointed out by a midwife affiliated with the institution, there is no emergency department there. On the other hand, St. Mary's Hospital, a favorite of the royal family, offered a different take on maternity care. It had emergency care capabilities. Additionally, the Duchess's reasons for not posing with her newborn outside the hospital changed over time. According to the most recent Netflix series, she cited logistical difficulties as the reason, but in an interview with Oprah, she mentioned safety concerns for her child. Her childbirth experiences were already under intense scrutiny, but these competing accounts only made matters worse. The historical backdrop of the Duchess's choice of maternity hospital was brought to light by drawing parallels to a previous royal delivery at the Portland Hospital. Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, gave birth to her daughters there in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The changing relationships within the royal family were on display when Fergie made public appearances with her newborns outside the hospital, while the Duchess opted for a more private approach. The complicated circumstances surrounding the Duchess's decision to give birth have brought into sharp focus the interplay between individual agency, medical science, and public interest in royal affairs.